I'm Adam Coffey.
I'm Jacynta Coffey. We are graziers in Central Coast Queensland near Miriamvale. We have 2,500 hectare property and we run about 1,000 head. This is our Project Pioneer story.
It's a pretty good block of dirt, so despite the fact that it was obviously 400 hectares of 10-year-old plantation timber, we could sort of see through that.
I think when we first came here, the weed impact was huge, and it's an ongoing process, but we can say that we've really got on top of that in a massive way, and you can really tell the difference in our before and after photos. And a lot of the times you think, oh, we've got so much more to do, there's so much work still left to do, but when you look back at the photos from when we first arrived and we think, okay, we've achieved quite a lot. And I think the other thing that the plantation timber did was impact on the spring development around here, or the springs running. Our neighbour had said there's springs that used to run through here, and then since the trees had been planted for such a high number and density, the springs had stopped. And since we've had the trees down, those springs have come back again, and the creeks are starting to flow where they haven't in a very long time. So
we're incorporating a lot more rest into our grass, and in a tough season, I think this year's one of the toughest seasons on record for this area, and we're okay. So through Project Pioneer, probably the most surprising thing to come out of it has just been the power of sharing financial information amongst like-minded people in their businesses. And for us, the learning that's come out of that, both in a financial sense, but also the personal, sharing personal goals and experiences, has just been really powerful. Also the on-farm consulting that we've had through the project, to use, a professional, I guess you would say,
sounding board,
to come onto the place and really have a look at our practices, what we're doing right, what we maybe haven't quite got right yet, and use them as a sounding board to direct where we want to go in the future has been pretty powerful.
It's also, I think, forced us to list our goals. You think you know where you want to go, but when someone actually makes you write it down, it can actually be really difficult. So it's been a good way to reinforce that and make us be accountable, I guess, for what we want for our growth.
Well, environmental sustainability and profitability to us go hand in hand. So we don't really see them as two separate things. I mean, if we're not doing the right thing in terms of our environment, then we're not going to be profitable either, and we're not going to be here for very long. So the two go hand in hand.